Good evening, good evening. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dark Rift East Twitch channel of Dark Rift Esports. We have the main event today. Also, we have a change of the roster for the casters, not the team. The team is still the same.
Hello.
Today we have Danwith. Danwith,
So,
hello, can you hear us?
yes, I can.
Hey, it's his first casting stream, by the way. This is his first time. So you could also say you're a. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. Danwith, how are you doing? Danwith, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very good, very excited. Have you watched the WOD for the
Yes, I did.
RLCS
I did watch
qualifiers?
the close qualifiers.
Hey, that's amazing. Well, you know what we're gonna be casting today, the kind of players.
Yes.
Dolaris, Tank, Fischio, same roster. It's gonna be amazing. So, tell us a little about yourself, Danwith. How did you get into the casting business?
Wasn't
Business.
really much, supply and demand. There was no supply. Sorry, there was no demand. I was the only supply, so I get picked for the role. But you know what we do? We move on. Hopefully, we can entertain these lot watching today. Hopefully,
Definitely.
players of Dark Rift can close out series today and qualify for playoffs, have a good performance.
Agreed.
Yeah,
And as always, Rohan is gonna be broadcasting the stream. He doesn't talk much. He's a little shy and introverted, but I'm sure everybody knows that already. And all in all, we're really looking forward to what's gonna happen today. All right, let's talk about the brackets. So, uh, we are gonna be going up against Clarity Esports in round one. It's gonna be a best of five as always. Round two, which is gonna start at 5:30 p.m. We're gonna be going up against three rats. Yes, folks, you heard that right. Three rats, the legendary rats. LCT. Wait, 1 second. LCT, Max, and Chaotic. Of course, these guys change their rosters all the time, dude. My bad. And Danvit, you want to talk about Clarity?
Clovarity's roster consists of Ryzen, Joy, and Dark. Joy is usually the midfield player looking to make some plays. Ryzen's the big talent up front with a lot of creative power. But I have faith in the Darkrift boys to easily close out the series. And yeah, we should be able to keep Clovarity Esports in check.
So you want to talk about score predictions then? Because the first game we're gonna be going up against is, well, the team Clarity Esports.
Since it is a best of 5, I guess my prediction would be a 3-1 to Darkrift.
Why such a guesstimate? Like, do you know the ranks of those players?
I mean, pretty much everyone is high GCs in
Exactly.
these tournaments, so it
Right.
should be a close game. The only reason Darkrift could lose a game is if they get complacent, which I don't really see happening, but you need to care about all these things. So I'm just going with a solid 3-1 to Darkrift.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's acceptable. And what about three rats? This might
This
be
is a
very
big
close.
game. This is a big game. Going up against APAC South's quote-unquote undefeated team.
Well, up until the last qualifier, we are also undefeated.
True. It's going to be really close in my opinion.
Definitely.
It's going to be really good.
I would love to see these two teams going up against each other in a best of five up till the last game. That's gonna be something that I
Yes.
might be looking forward to. But obviously, I'd want Dark Rift to win in the end. But overall, let's hope for a close, very interesting, and amazing gameplay. And for also, let's not forget about round three, which is gonna be happening at 6:30 p.m. If Dark Rift Esports is gonna be going up against Randoms. That is the team name, yes. And the players consist of LOT, Sanyo, and Vapor. I have never heard of any of them. Have you?
No, to be
Danvit?
honest, I haven't been able to find out any information regarding this team as they are randoms. But I have confidence in our players to easily be able to take this best of 5 and enter the playoffs with a good seeding.
Yep, that is what we are hoping for. So, It's 4:30 on the clock. I think we are right on time. We should be starting the game soon if Rohan would let me know what is the situation. All right, seems like Rohan's dead.
That's always a good sign, I guess.
All right, Tanvit, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. We can talk about the close qualifiers performance of the Darkcraft boys. An impressive showing, to be honest, with three 3-0 sweeps against Team Resolute Alpha, against Team Orglis, which on paper would have been a close game, but
Should
somehow
have been a
Orglis
close game.
managed to just clinch, clearly sweep them. In the third match against Donks, which the first game was pretty close. They had us on the back foot by scoring the first goal, but then somehow we managed to take the lead, and then the second and third games were just complete offensive prowess of Balleries and Fisio, and the defensive reliability of Tank was just immaculate, and they put the series to bed. So yeah, solid performances all round. They managed to qualify here for the main event.
Now, I'm gonna ask you the real question here. Is it Fisio or Fisio?
To be honest, I don't really know, but I'm just gonna go with Fisio because that's how it's
That's good.
spelled. It's
All right,
potato
fair enough.
potato, I guess.
I mean, I like Fisio more.
True. Sounds kind of fancy.
Indeed. Fisio sounds like. Should I go there?
I don't think we want to go there here.
Not yet. Got a long
Cheers.
stream ahead of us.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
So, as far as I've seen, I am myself like a C3, C2, so I'm not up there with the big leagues. I know you are GC1, GC2, so you
It's
are
still not up there.
aware.
It's pretty close to C3. So
So, I mean, all of these guys, rank wise, are not that far away, but in the end, it all comes down to the team play, the coordination, how they use their mechanics in order to make team plays, because threes, well, is all about coordination. What do you think about that? Do you think three rats will have more of coordination as a team, or do you think Dark Rift should be able to take the win against them?
I mean, going by all the teams in this event have been scrimming each other and scrimming other teams as practice, even though the ranks aren't quite far apart. I think since they have been scrimming, even the smallest mistakes could lead to big punishments and goals.
Right.
So I think that's a big factor to make sure there aren't any forced errors here that could cost them. But it looks like Three Rats roster has been playing for a while now, as in like they were teammates. So
Uh-huh.
team cohesion shouldn't really be a problem for them. The same goes for our team right here, Dark Rift. Yes, we're missing Poofy, but Tank has been a really good sub for us. An
The
insanely
dribbles
good
on that
sub.
man.
True.
The
The
dribbles, my
1v1
god.
capabilities are insane.
An
Plus, he's
absolute
giving us the
tank.
defense that we need, and Bollies and Fisio are on their own level. The communication between them, scoring amazing goals.
Yep,
So I don't
definitely.
think it should be a problem. I think it should be a strong showing from Darkrift and Three Rats. Hopefully that game is really close from an entertainment standpoint. But let's be clear here, we really want Darkrift to win and
Oh
be the
yeah.
kryptonite towards Three Rats.
It would be great to see a new king for APAC S.
True.
And first of all, I'd really like to thank Trigger, the owner of the organization, for giving us this opportunity to cast one of the best people, three of the best people in the scene. Rather four, but Puffy has not been playing. I think from what I've heard, Puffy might be playing tomorrow.
Yes, that's what I've heard as well. I think Poofy will be replacing Tank tomorrow, but still not completely sure about that. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess we're still waiting for the game here.
Yeah, it's like I'm in India. Oh wait.
You are in India.
Ah man. Why don't things happen on time? So, I would like to present you guys with some backstage scenes here. Tank in the party lobby is asking for a spectral banner to one of his friends, I think. Weird shenanigans happening right before the main games starting. Thanos, do you see this?
Yes. And I don't really know if he's actually wanting to trade with his own teammates or trying to ask it from the opponents, which should be a pretty ballsy move.
It might have just been a random trader.
Yeah, could happen.
Hey, are you aware about what's going on in the APAC North scene?
Not really. I hadn't been in touch in the APAC South scene itself until a few weeks ago, but yeah, no clue about APAC North apart from dominant performances by Tokyo Verdy.
Oh yeah, they have been crushing the scene. So also, guys, Jacobo had work. Jacobo has a job, as it would seem. So he wasn't able to show up today. Like, imagine having a job. Cringe. So cringe. And do you have a job?
No, college student myself here.
Hey, same, dude.
Gonna
Same.
be scraping for a job soon.
Hey, up till then, we can judge people with jobs.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. As long as we don't have jobs. Hey, I think we're all in the lobby.
It
This
looks
game
like we
is
went to the
about to
lobby.
start soon. Dark Rift Esports is in. We're gonna be okay. So as for what survey has said, this is gonna be a test game to test out the servers. See that every. My God, do you see that title? Did you see that title,
Yes,
Danvitz?
I did. That is the biggest flex among them all. And look
Oh
at Bolarize's title.
God,
That's the bigger flex. RLCS 2021
Jesus!
22 regional champion and Tank with regional finalists. That is big. That's a big flex
Oh
right here.
boy, the light gray glowing titles. Here I am struggling for the red one.
You'll get it soon. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I would get it soon if I play the game.
That's also true. I mean, I myself also haven't played it in a while, but apart from private matches here and there.
Really looking forward to this game. People who are just joining us, it is gonna be Clovarity Esports against Dark Rift. These titles, Sandwich, do you think we'll ever get a chance to?
I really don't think I will, because I have shown no commitment to this game in a while.
Yeah, true. Okay, Danvit, you wanna announce it?
No, you go ahead.
All right. So, guys, the game is about to start in just 1 minute. They're setting up the lobby. They have set up the lobby. They're just setting up the game. So, I watched a Sunless Khan video back, like a few weeks back, and I got to know that RLCS admins can actually change private matches mid-game if they're the leader of the parties. And like, my God,
Yes,
that's another flex.
yes. There was a person that had access to RLCS servers, and we ended up playing a private match on it. So that was fun.
I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah, I'm not going to expose whose name that was, but it happened.
Ah. An RLCS broadcaster in India. Who could that be?
I think the game's underway here.
All right, Balleries might just be making the first goal here. Good save by Dark. In possession, gets a 50 towards Joy. Joy looking to dribble Tank. He does. Balleries with a good clear.
Ball's up in the air. Tank looking to make a pass to Polleries, who manages to clear it out into the right corner. Joy looking to outplay, ends up going in the middle. Dark's there. Dark looking to pass to Joy. Ficio intercepts it. Ryzen getting a really good demo. Oh no, Tank getting a really good demo on Ryzen. Ficio looking to play it up. Ryzen deals with it. Ballery is looking to play it back into the middle. No one there. Joy takes it back.
Ficio looking to make a counter attack. Good stop by Ryzen. Ryzen gonna try to make a counter. Ballery stops it early. Joy has a shot on target. He's gonna hit it top corner. Nobody's there to save the shot. 1 minute in, 1 goal lead for Clovarity.
I think it was just a mistake with the rotations here for the Dark Rift boys. Think we can do much better here. But I guess first game nerves, so we'll deal with it.
It's alright, boys. Even the Donks scored the first goal.
True, and it took us 2 minutes to come back. So anything can happen in Rocket League. It's 5 minutes of pure intense entertainment. Tank looking to go up, wins the ball. Ficio trying to outplay Dark there into the corner, passes in mid. Tank looking to take a shot, pushes it into backboard for Balleries.
Saved by Joy there.
Yeah, it was a good save. PC looking to put it back into the mixer. Ryzen deals with it. Oh, another shot by Balleries and into the middle of the net. Unable to save it. That's unfortunate.
25 seconds.
Yeah, that was a quick reply. That was a really good shot. Just fast enough to put it out of reach of Dark. And here we go, 1-0. 1-1, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, am I looking at the scoreboard wrong?
Yeah,
Wait.
my bad. Yeah.
Alright. Joy looking for a double. Clears it. Ryzen gonna try to clear out his teammates' mistakes. Gonna send it over as a pass. A little bit of a mess up there. Balleries up in the air. Good 50 by Joy. Ficio still on the ball. It's gonna go backward. Cleared by Joy. Tank looking for a slow play. Dark sends it back to his teammate. Good decision making there.
Ballery is popping it high, just ending up to clear to relieve pressure of his team. But they end up surmounting pressure on Clovarity, but Clovarity comes back with an answer. Joy passing to Ryzen in the middle, but he misses. PC looking to pick up on this 3 ball here, ends up passing to Dark. Tank with a really good challenge, pushes it backward. PCO having a really good pump on Balleries there. Balleries looking to outplay.
Another
Joy
demo by
deals with it.
Clovarity.
Yeah, they seem really
Another one.
physical. Really physical game up till now. Tank demoing Ryzen in terms of Darkcraft, and Joy and Ryzen demoing Tank and Balleries. PC looking to pounce on this 3 ball, take his chance here. Really good 50 by Dark. Ends up going to the middle, and Ryzen finishes it off right
I think there was a
Tank there, I think.
Ficio missed the boost there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was just trying to slow play down, but it was just unfortunate. Yeah, it just goes right
he
over
also had
Tank.
he also had 0 boost. He missed the boost, one of the boost
Yeah.
pads. You know, it just goes to show what could go wrong if you miss
Just
one
the
boost
smallest
in your
of
rotations.
mistakes. Yeah, it's just the smallest of mistakes punishing you hard, like I mentioned before. Dark looking to take this on his own. Ficio intercepts it. Bori is looking to pass to Ficio there. Ficio trying to pass it middle. Ryzen deals with it in the upper corner.
Good pass to Balleries. Balleries up, beats Joy, sends it over to Ficio. Ficio to making a shot
That
in top
was
corner.
way
Almost
too
gets
close.
it.
Oh, there's another one back in the middle. Bori is looking to just take possession of this ball. Couldn't since he has no boost. Ficio just clearing it, relieving pressure off Dark Rift. Bori is passing it mid, I think, but no one's there. Ficio trying to make a play out of it. So Tank with a really good 50. Dark trying to clear it, but actually passes to Dark Rift. Really
Oh
good
my
shot
God.
there by Ficio. That is
What a
bar down.
placement.
Unsavable. Unsavable shot right there with that bar down placement.
So scary. You know,
Well-
I can just imagine myself being in Ryzen's position and like, oh god.
Just being so helpless there. Ryzen knew it was in. Good
Phenomenal shot
50
by
goes
Fischer.
Darklift's way. Fischer trying to pounce on this 50, and that's a free goal.
10
That was a really
seconds.
good cheat by Fischer and a really good neutral kickoff by Balleries.
10 seconds to make the game theirs.
Yes, sir. Take the lead like that.
A minute and 22 seconds left. 1 goal lead for Dark Rift.
It just shows like even the smallest mistakes at this high level of play just results in a goal. Must be really exhausting for the players. Like the smallest of mistakes ends up costing them a game.
High risk, high effort.
Yeah, high risk,
Always
high
has
reward,
been.
I guess. Yeah,
No high reward, my bad. Did I say high effort?
I think so. But we deal with a really good pass by Fischer to Balleries, but saved by Joy there. Putting it back onto net, but that was easily savable since there were two in the net there. Ryzen looking to outplay Balleries, passes it mid. Joy up for it. Really good save by Balleries. Pushed onto Tank. Oh my god. That is a sore sight to see. Dark misses an open
Joy
net.
has a chance to score again. He almost gets the shot. That is so unfortunate. I feel bad.
Dark missed an
Balleries.
open net there. Joy had a chance to score. They must be kicking themselves. Joy looking to outplay Fischer. Fischer kind of
That's a
passes
bad
to
play
it
by
mid.
Fischer.
Yeah, that was a bad play. Balleries bailing them out there in the clear.
Joy having a little trouble balancing.
Going
Oh
mid.
no.
And gets a shot of that small mistake by Joy. Balleries looking to just buy time for his team, secure this game, go 1-0 up in the series.
Is there
Let's see
still a
if Fischer is
chance?
able to clear it.
Doesn't seem
He
like it.
is. We went a goal down, instantly replied, took back the lead. They must be kicking
Oh,
themselves, Flavarity.
it's
They
so
had a chance
sad.
to draw this game. Dark with an open net miss and Joy unable to get the bump before. 3-2 to 3-2 to Darkrift. What
Yep.
do you think of that game?
I feel bad for Clarity. I just feel so bad. Those two misplays, those two, three small mistakes. Last in the close qualifiers, it was just total domination. But now,
Yes.
now you're seeing closeness in the team in the plays. You can see both the teams trying their very best and just watching them make these small little mistakes that people make at any level in this game. Okay, except for above diamond, people make mistakes at any level in this game, and it's just so sad to see.
Is like the small mistakes in competitive don't really get punished that often, but at this level, a small mistake is a goal, and a goal at this high level means a lot.
Definitely so.
Looks like the second game's underway. TCA going for the kickoff along with Ryzen. Darkrift win it. Balleries on the cheat, wins the ball. Just trying to keep possession of this ball here in the corner, but Ryzen deals with it. That was a really good pass from Ryzen towards Dark, unable to hit it as he hit the right post.
We should
TCA looking to push it
backward.
up to Balleries. That was a good pass. The passes have been really good from both sides, to be honest.
Tank, I think, has an open net here. I might look for a doink. Misses the
tried
doink.
the
Qualities. It reminds me of the last stream. I saw various types of redirects by Tank and Fisio, doinks coming in from all fronts. It's making the other team helpless.
There was an
Just when they
onslaught
thought
of
they had
goals in
possession.
the close qualifiers. Just total domination by Darkrift, but here it seems like we're taking the methodical approach and just being systematic controlled here. Could have been 1-0 down to Clovarity, but didn't, so we take those. Joy looking to make a play, but unable, so it's just free ball. Tank pounces on it, tries to hit it to backboard. Fisio trying to just push it down.
Oh my god. That
was
could have been a
close,
play and a
actually.
half.
Yeah, that would have been a play and a half. Joy looking to just push it to Ryzen and take a shot on net, but they deal with it. Tank versus Dark there. Dark unable to make a play.
Balleries is gonna be challenging here. Gets it right across two of them. Tank, however, not ready for the play. Fisio does try to make an attempt. Ryzen. Send it over to one of his teammates. Both of his teammates bounce on the ball and it still works. The double commit was a mistake, but they were able to clear it out. As they all say.
I think here Boris was just confused who was gonna hit the ball. If it was gonna be Joy or Dark, I think there.
So it
I think
worked
that
out.
confused them. So it did work out in their favor somehow.
Ryzen with a bit of a whiff. Boleries dribbles one of them. Not the best second touch. Ryzen does beat one of them. Ficio. Boleries now. Looking to make a counter. Sends it mid. Good clear by Joy. It's going to be followed up by Ryzen. Passes over center. Good clear by I think that was Tank.
Yeah, I think it was like Dark looking to just set it up. Boris clears it. I think it's Fisa trying to salvage something of that clear. Tank deals with it here. I think Tam might go again. It doesn't. Just leaves it to Boris. Boris clearing it again. Fisa trying to do something on this clear. Really good back pass to Boris, but he just didn't come in because he didn't have boost. Boris has to make a save here. They're taking a shot. Everyone's in net. It seems like Dark Rift are on the back foot right now. And we would like to see some offensive pressure from Dark Rift. They have it, they're just not able to complete their moves because of boost management.
Joy looking to pass it over to Ryzen. Ryzen. A little bit of a whiff on the ball. Tank has an opportunity to score here. Good challenge by Dark. Gonna send it over to Ficio. Ficio clears it over both of them. Backboard. It's gonna be cleared by Joy. Bit of a whiff coming in from Boleries. It's gonna make it a little hard to save. Ficio. Oh, I thought that was a blue card.
Yeah, it is quite distracting to be honest. It has confused me once or twice.
Yeah, Ficio had the same card
In
last
the close
stream.
qualifiers, yes. Ball is looking to play a really good play, and he does, and that just bounces off Joy, I think, onto Tank's car, and it just goes into net. There's a really good play by Boleries here, just not letting her, trying to salvage something from this pass here. Just bounce of Joy and Tank's there to just clean up. The offensive prowess of Boleries is just amazing. The insane amount of skills he has, he's able to build something out of nothing there. Speaking of, that was.
Wait, was that a Boleries whiff?
Yeah, no, I think it was just bad positioning for Boleries, but
Oh,
yes.
Tank whiffed on the ball there.
Yeah, and Boleries just had a bad read, and Clovarity able to take the
one goal
front
lead
foot.
back.
Yes, we worked hard for that goal. We didn't.
Oh no. Okay, good 50 by Boleries. Looking to make a pass out of that. He's probably not going to get a second touch. Doesn't need it. Ficio.
That
With
was
the
a really
strength
good play
of the
shot.
gods. My God,
116.
116.
Banger. Straight into the middle of the net, but at that speed, it doesn't really matter where you put it. It's too fast.
Ficio. Oh my God. Good save by Dark there. Boleries looking to make another play. Goes for a weird doomsy. Tank. Trying to waste time. Does get it over one of them. He's going to go for the ball again. Ball in the hands of defender. Gets one. Ficio looking to make... Okay, Ficio, you gotta change your car, man. You gotta change your car, man.
I mean, it's up in the middle. Fisa trying to take a shot. Is that in?
Good
It
save by
was.
Ryzen.
Good save by Ryzen. Tank looking to pass in mid. Oh, we're caught on the back foot here. The rotation was a mistake. Boleries is making up for it somehow. It's gone to the middle. Dark pushing it up. Trying to give Clovarity a chance to capitalize there, but Tank deals with it. It's back to the middle. Tank deals with it fairly quickly, just so that they aren't able to capitalize on it. I think that was a really bad pass by Dark towards the middle. There might have been a chance Dark Rift might have been able to take the lead there.
Hey, early kickoff possession. Never mind, goes straight to Joy. Definitely calculated by Clovarity. Looking for a bump here, doesn't get it. Boleries does get bumped, however. That's a shot on target. Almost gets it in. Ryzen not with the best touch. Tank is going to take his time. Boleries clears it off, but Dark is going to have possession. Send it over to Joy. They're looking for a pinch. It's not the best touch by both of them. Ficio looking to make a counter attack. It's going to go back. Boleries going to stay around for a while. Go for an attacking play. That's a double commit. Should be fine. Clovarity still on the back foot. Tank challenging early. Boleris with the backboard touch. Good save by Dark. Fischio looking to make a passing play. A whiff coming in from Crovarity. It could have been a goal.
Big nerve setting in as it is OT, but it looks like both teams have had equal chances to score, and both teams have been on defense equally. Good showings. I think that
Fischio.
touch by the
Wait
miss
for
by
it.
Dark.
Wait for
Oh
it.
my!
Oh my
What a
god.
save by Dark! Really good positioning there. Fischio, what a shot!
Oh, that would have
Unlucky not
been
to score.
legendary. Never mind.
Ball is passing it to Tank. Tank hits it to the right post and it goes in. What a nice pass by Ballrees. Like I said, he managed to salvage something out of absolutely nothing. But going
Just,
back to that Fischio double tap, that
dude, they
was
just one-upped it. I was like, that would have been legendary. Never mind. This is better. Look at that bench.
that double tap would
Jesus.
have been a sight to see if that went in. But Dark was just there.
Phenomenal plays by both the teams. That was so amazing.
These
Two,
are definitely intense games. This
two.
is
I think we are 2-0 now in favor of Dark Rift.
It is a best of 5, so Darkcraft have a chance to just close out the series and it would end up in a 3-0 sweep, even though these are
Oh,
very,
it would have
very
been
close
so fun.
games.
Damn. That was. Oh my god! What a save by Dark. He managed to place himself in such a good position. I would have let that go in, even if in a random universe I would have been able to save it. My god.
I think it was just a matter of fact that Dark was just in that position and just Thesio's double tap just managed to be there. Might have been just coincidence, but if it was a save from Dark, well, props. That was a hard shot to save. Meanwhile, the third game's underway. Clarity in possession. Dark trying to build something. Unable to do so. Really good 50 by Tank. Continues on with the Tank carrying the ball. Beast 1. Looking to beat Ryzen here. Does so with the 50. Boris with a really good fake on Dark, that is. And I think that's in. No, it ends up hitting the crossbar. Boris trying to make a play into the mid again. Tank looking to score this, and he does. Really
That's
good placement into the upper 90 there.
That's rather slow plays by Clarity there. They were a bit confused
Yeah.
as to who should go next.
I think
Tank,
it was just a case of miscommunication, and Tank slots it home.
Tank took a sweet time with the ball. He just suddenly accelerated. I didn't think he was gonna go for it.
I mean, no one is there to challenge him, so I guess free real estate, and we take
Exactly.
those.
Ball race alone. Almost gets bumped. Joy has a chance to score. Gets a demo instead. Dark is gonna get possession. Sends it over Fischio. Never mind. Fischio gets an intercept. Joy still looking to make a passing play. Ryzen. A bit of a whiff coming in. Dark in a 1v1 gets beaten. This is gonna be a center. Nobody there to receive it.
Joy looking to pass it back to mid. Tank trying to challenge it, doesn't get it, but Ballrees manages to take it back. Looking to beat Ryzen, unable to do so, but Fischio is there in the right place at the right time. Trying to pass to Ballrees, but Ballrees isn't able to make it. That was a really good team effort there. Joy passing and Dark just falling on the ball. Meanwhile, Fischio trying to set up his teammates here on this back foot. Joy tries to get it clear of the backboard. That is a pretty bad clear, but ends up nowhere. Ryzen with a pretty sus clear here, and again a bar down save. These are getting way too close for Clarity here. Darkcraft with really good offensive pressure.
Joy looking to set it aside. Does get this favorable 50. Ryzen might need another touch here. Misses the second touch. Dark is there to pick up the slack. Ballrees trying to intercept Dark. Dark looking for a 50. Fails to get it. Ballrees. Fischio.
I think that's in. That
wow.
is in. That was just.
Wait, what did Ballrees do to the third man there?
I don't think there was
Wait, he's
anything.
just following
Yeah,
him.
he tried to demo Ryzen, and Ryzen stopped. Did not get demoed to save the rotation, but that the minute pause that Ryzen had made him unable to save that. A really good play by Darkcraft here, trying to keep the pressure on again and again.
Dark. Ryzen might have possession, looking to pass it to nowhere. Ryzen Trying to go back to the ball. Tank is gonna beat him. It's gonna goes to Joy. Ball Reese with a phenomenal clear. Gonna go to Ficio. Ficio trying to set up center. Dark with a good challenge. Not the best clear by Dark. Tank is gonna looking to make a counter play. Looking for bumps. Joy gets decent clear there. All three of them applying a lot of pressure on Crovati there.
I mean, it has been the case this whole third game. I feel like nerves have started to set in as they're 2 games down, and this game is for grabs here, and the series would have been closed off. So, Clovati trying anything that they can. They need to be really desperate here since they have only 2 minutes left. Tank trying to make a play into the corner. Ryzen deals with it. Joy looking past
Good
to
pass by
Ryzen.
Joy. That can be fatal in a lot of situations. The fact that it turned out so well.
Yeah, you just don't expect it, and it does, and it just puts you on the back foot as it messes up your rotations. But hopefully, a third man is there to clear it out. Feast, you're trying to make a play. That was a beautiful solo play using the help of the corner wall there as his pass. I think that was a pretty bad attempt by Ryzen there to outplay Fisio. Looking for the 50, but he doesn't get it.
3-goal lead for Darkcraft.
Is it too early to say that this game is wrapped up? Do you think?
Not as early as one would assume.
I mean, I would go with the same since the first 2 games have been pretty close somehow. Even though we expected a really good run for...
But look at that pinch.
That pinch is deadly. Ryzen's had to clear it though.
They're gonna get a lot of boost on the field with the help of that pinch. Boloris. Ficio sends it over back to his corner. Doesn't get the second touch. Dark trying to look for a center play. He does not get the strength to get to his to either get to his teammates or his teammates don't trust him enough.
I think he just didn't get the power, and no one's there on the wall to take care of it. But again, Tank's here. Tank's been a really good defensive reliability here. He has been awfully reliable and has been on the back foot.
Oh
Meanwhile, talking about being
my.
on the back, Tank makes a really good play. Just unfortunate not to place it into the top left, but ends up hitting the left post and having a favorable bounce towards Fisio.
And Ficio's still ready. Still ready for that attack. You'd expect Tank that you'd expect that ball to just go straight away to top left. If not, you'd expect Boloris to hit it.
But I think
that
they're just taking care of all possible outcomes here. Ryzen was just helpless.
Precision. Boloris with the flip reset there, uses it to recover.
He's trying something fancy since they're 4-0 up already. So I think, yeah, this game is going to be wrapped up. The first 2 games were very intense, but this
Second game was the best.
Second game was way too intense. I think Clovati had a chance to mop up that game from Darkrift, but they just weren't able to convert the chances, and this game is just all wrapped up. I think Clovati just tried to be desperate, and it just did not pay off.
Oh, wow.
Ballry's trying to add to that total. Gets really unlucky there. Just bounced before the
4-0.
goal. 4-0. It's a good series. First 2 games intense, second being the most intense, and this third game is just
Breaking
a
under pressure.
whitewash. Yeah, just a whitewash here. Dark with less than 100 points in a 5 minutes game.
Ryzen, as you predicted, having the most points, being the striker in the team.
I think Ryzen played really well there. I think the mistake that he had was a forced error from Ballries of that bump.
There were a lot of mistakes in the defensive aspect. He could have had better saves. I mean, he did have the saves. He could have placed them in better positions so that they could make more counters.
But the offensive capabilities of Darkrift are just a sight to see. They're able to make something out of nothing sometimes. Fisio looking to make plays out of just outright clears that just relieve the pressure, but he's trying to put the pressure back on the other team. And sometimes he successfully manages to do so, and that's just the difference maker in teams. It's just that hustle factor in quite a few teams that make up for it.
Agreed. So, according to the Smash brackets, we are gonna be having our next game, which is gonna be against 3 Rats, in I think 25 minutes. It should be at 5:30. Although I would really like some confirmation on that. We could start early if they want to. No problems on that front. But see, that game was a lot closer than we expected. Even if it was a clean sweep, all the games were very close.
True.
Now, if we can say that three rats play somewhat better than Clovarity Esports, then these games are expected to be a lot more competitive.
Yeah, I mean, it is safe to say so. As in, Three Rats being four-time regional champs, I think, is the title that they hold. They're going to be a lot better than Clovarity here. But Clovarity almost managing to take a game from Darkrift is, I think, a bad thing from Darkrift to take away from this game, as their mistake, as in they let Clovarity almost beat them here when
Right.
when they think it could have been a 3-0 sweep. So I think just getting their mental states right for Three Rats and not being pressured by just them being the Three Rats and
I
being
guess
a really good team.
I guess the last game did add to Darkrift's confidence with them making the offensive plays because they did not have any kind of because they did not have any defensive well, repercussions from from Clovarity. They were able to make some offensive plays, so that's gonna get into practice for the next
I,
game.
I think the game with Three Rats is going to be really intense. It's going to be really competitive. Hopefully, it's not a whitewash from both sides. Hopefully, we're just as casters, we're just looking for entertaining games. Because let's be honest, if it goes to a 3-2, that's where all the fun is. If it goes to the fifth game,
Oh yeah,
fifth game overtime,
really
those are
looking forward to
vibes.
that.
Just hopefully these are close games, and hopefully Darkrift comes out on top against Three Rats.
All right, so we are gonna be coming back in I think 15-ish minutes for Dark Rift Esports versus Three Rats. We're gonna be taking a break here. We'll see you guys soon.
Well,
right.
well, the game's underway. We don't really know if it's a test game or not.
You'd see. You'd think if you think the casters would know.
But we don't. That's great management by Rohan.
Okay, well, let's just assume this is not a test game. All right, let's see.
That's a
Three
taken lead
rats.
and Chaotic scored again. What's going on? I don't think this is the test stream because they would just leave it for one goal, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
But-
that's true, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we have Chaotic, we have LCT, and
Max U.
we have Max U. Okay, so LCT is the one that's named the weird
Mew.
U, I think Mew. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mew. Oh, they almost got another goal there. Max keeping on the pressure. Almost bumps out Bolaris. Bolaris gets a clear. LCT trying to make another play. Good clear by Tank. Ficio not on the right position. Wait, what's going on? Are they just as lost as us?
It looks like it. I mean, it's just Chaotic just challenging quickly, and Ficio just isn't in the right position to deal with it. And damn, with 3 goals down in a minute. Hopefully we can change things down. So we do have a lot of time. We have 4 minutes to score 3 goals. Fine,
Right.
Baldry's looking to make a play. Max U ends up challenging really quickly. Trying to pass in mid, but I think that's Chaotic that deals with it really quickly. Fisher trying to put one over net, but misses. Tank trying to pass it onto the wall, but Maxi is already there. And they scored one more. I think that's LCT scoring off Maxiu's insanely quick challenge here. Maxi just predicting what Tank was going to do, and he's just there because it's a free ball. This has been a brutal start, not gonna lie.
Rowan, did you pick up Tank's controller or something?
Looks like it. It's a Diamond 3 gameplay.
What's going on? LCT might just score another one. He almost gets an own goal scored by Ficio over there. Nix, just Chaotic, just challenging, almost gets another goal. Look at these challenges. Absolute domination by 3 rats.
It has
Okay,
been a complete 180
okay.
since the Clovarity game, and they're just having fun out there in the goal line, bumping each other. Maxi looking
Max.
to take this ball up. I think it's the
great
Tank that challenge?
50. Yeah.
Or Ficio that challenge, yeah. Tank changed up his car, I think, from the Dominus towards the Octane. I think that's the fact we're losing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ficio.
Ficio
Looking
changed
to
his
make a
car,
shot.
so you should be happy that. I think he changed his car.
Tank sends it over to Max. Max looking to make a passing play here to his teammates. Just decides to stay with the ball. Ficio on the offense. Bolaris looking for a 50. Doesn't get the best 50. Ficio trying to make another play. Bolaris almost own goals. Tank is there with possession on the ball. 4 minutes, 4 goals in. 2 minutes 30 seconds left. They're looking to make their first goal, and they do. What's going on? How did that
This
go?
whole game has been very hazy, yeah, to be honest. I don't really know how. I think just bad communication between 3 rats and Maxio, unable to get a touch there. Just bounce off the ceiling. Favorable bounce off the ground into the goal. And this 53 rats win it, but Ficio's managing to mop it up.
Oh, that mechanical portray by Ficio. Flippery sits into the ball and uses it to just slide back into its position.
His recoveries have been good.
Chaotic.
Chaotic trying to take this off Maxio's car. That was upside down. Tank looking to just take possession of this ball raise, just buying Tank space with that demo. The 3 rats managed to clear it of the back wall. I think Maxio is going to be clearing. Ball raise looking for a pre-read. Tank are able to clear it. This has been scenes, but what a good save by Ficio there, just jumping really early to take care of it. I think that's in. Nah, I just managed to cross.
Really close. Still, we are a minute left in the game, and 3 rats still looking to make more and more goals. Ficio and Bolaris, bit of an awkward positions. Bolaris doesn't have a lot of boost, still goes up for the ball. It's a full preset, intercepted by Max. LCT on the ball. Such speed and accuracy sends it over to Chaotic. Chaotic closes the deal. 4-goal lead for 3 rats. Look at this. Look at these dominance plays.
It's
Evades the
just too
demo, sends it over to
fast.
Chaotic.
It's just too fast. It looks like just everyone on Dark Rift has been caught off guard, including the casters here with the games. It's just
Definitely not Rowan's fault.
definitely not. But I think after this game, hopefully they're able to get their mental right and just perform in the next game
Chaotic
and
looking
not
to make a
get
ground
that
switch,
shit.
and it
Oh
does.
my god.
I think they're like giving up on this game.
I think they're just saying go next, and meanwhile, Chaotix just collecting clips for his YouTube channel.
Oh my god. Making Nexus proud.
Ball is at the 50. They end up fake kicking off, faking off.
Fake kicking. Fake kicking.
Just end up faking, and ball they're unable. And
That's
um,
Brazil.
I
Oh
think
no.
okay, I don't know
Rowan.
why, but I think Ballrees just put that in his own net.
Wait, did he?
Yes,
Oh.
he did.
Okay.
I think yeah, it is a big case of let's just go next, and they're just trying to just get rid of this game as far as possible. That was a weird flip. Really good clear by LCT. 3 rats just have been dominant this game. Their speed and pure intent of their touches have been great, including reads by Maxio. I think Maxio has been a phenomenal player in this game right now.
Well, not much left to cast in this game. It's a good
PC
save by
placing that
Ballrees.
top left of Ballrees.
My
Meanwhile, there's a
God.
pinch into
What a
the
pinch.
road. This game has been shambolic from
Wait,
Dark
who's
Rift.
playing for who?
I have no clue.
It's a 6v0
It
at
looks
this
like
point.
Ballrees is a paid actor at this point. One goaling, saving
Real
PC
actors,
as well.
not fake.
I think that goal from Fisio could have meant a bit more of a confidence boost. Just knowing that they're able to score against 3 rats off open plays. Not just the lucky goal from tank side.
Well,
But yeah,
that's
total
one game
domination
lead.
from 3 rats.
More RLCS titles to look at. Jesus Christ. Kickoff, Asia Elite. I don't know what's more beautiful.
I quite like the blue color, to be honest. I don't really know the significance of both titles on how they compare to each other, which one's better or not, but just look. I mean, obviously the blue one's going to be better, right? Blue is just a better color compared to orange.
I don't know. Orange looks more royal. This kickoff Asia Elite title.
That
This
used
looks
to be
royal.
but I just don't know. It used to be the old Grand Champ title also.
Oh yeah, that's true. But you know, it's not. It doesn't say Grand Champion.
True, it does say Asia Elite. I think we're quickly going to jump into the second game soon. Just people just getting ready up to join the teams. They join the teams, and now I think the
All
second
right.
game's underway.
We believe this game is not going to be a 6v0. Max gets early possession. Tank.
Changing his car,
Looking to
going
make a
back to the
counter play.
Dominus. He's gone
Fisio?
back to the Dominus now.
Baller race. Clears the ball. Fisher leaves the party. Not important, obviously.
That was not important information at all, but we take it. Tank has changed his car from the Octane back to the Dominus, I think. I think he's realized that the car was the problem from the previous game.
It's
Quickly
true.
switching
It's
it up.
true.
PCR trying to get a flip reset, just trying to outplay, I think, Chaotic there on that challenge. LCT takes the ball, passing it to Chaotic, manages to get a touch to Maxio. Fisio with a really good clear back in the mid. Ballry is looking to pounce on this. It is fast. LCT manages to save it.
Chaotic sends it over to Maxiu. Maxiu delays his challenge. Boilery sends it over to Tank. Tank with a shot on target. It's barred down. It's not going to go in. Really
That's
unfortunate
just
for Dark
unfortunate.
Rift. Fisher
Would have been a
looking to make
really good
another play.
confidence boost.
Tank almost gets bounced by LCT.
Tank won the 50 against LCT, but don't really know who won at the end of the day there. He ended up clearing ball. He's trying to just keep possession of this ball. Gets a 50, a pretty bad one, but Tank able to just clean up the mess there. Maxi just trying to hold on to the ball with an air dribble. Ballry trying to push it off the corner, but LCT ends up 50, ends up being in possession of 3 rats, and is gone back to 3 rats' corner. Tank trying to create something, and 3 rats are just double committing, but they're getting away with it here. Ballries, again the paid actor Ballries, manages to be a good passer. Fisio clears it out of the way.
Borris trying to send it over to his teammates. LCT is gonna get the intercept. Nobody to challenge him. That's gonna be dangerous. LCT does
That
nothing. He does absolutely nothing, and that goes in.
I think he tried to take a flip reset off this wall here, but it didn't get it. But then he got it here and then just didn't use it and just bounced
Jesus
it off.
Christ.
That's gotta be the luckiest. No, that's gotta be the luckiest goal ever.
The mind games. I don't even know if there were mind games.
I
Feature
think
looking
he
to,
just missed and it just.
Feature
just
looking to
worked out.
equalize here. Tank misses a shot with the dominance. Fisio could save. Ball race. Trying to clear it. Chaotic with the early challenge. A double commit from both the teams. A 1v1. Ball race on the other side of the field. Yeah, paid active. Paid active.
He just looked to buy time there for his team to recover from that. Meanwhile, ball through Maxio, but defended really well. Meanwhile, Tank pushing it to Ballries. Ballries has a really good shot on net from a really tight angle. Manages to clear it off though. Ballries looking to make a play into the middle again, but Fisio is there along with him. Don't know who's the paid actor here. Is that in? Looks like it's in, but Chaotic puts it out. Now who's the paid actor here? The big dilemma.
Oh my god, LCD with the flip reset.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he use his flip resets?
No.
I would use my flip reset even if I
Even
know
if
I'm
you
gonna
don't
get
get
put on.
anything. It's just a matter of a flip reset.
Exactly. Ballries looking to make a shot with 0 boost. Tank.
Really
My
good shot
God.
by Tank. But still,
Chaotic.
even better
Send it over
save.
to LCT to Maxu. Up goes for a flip reset. Bit of a
Uses it
double
like
commit
Flader
there.
suggested. The Chaotic trying to build something out. Tank with a really good clear. Looking to build off this clear. PCO up, but Maxi just beats him with sheer pace. Boris with a really good clear. Gets a good 50 into Chaotic. This could build into a dark attack right here. Maxi just
Ballries
backing out
has
for some
possession.
reason.
Could have been dangerous. Has been avoided. Tank. Ballries rather has possession. A lot of demos going on. Max being very physical towards StarCraft esports. Maxu going for a flip reset. Is not going to get past Ballries. LCT, however, trying to make another offensive play.
Boris
Good fake by Ballries.
Chaotic.
That's 2.
Bates two
We're looking
passes
for
to
a
Fisio.
pinch,
Really
and
good
that's
pass
in.
and a really good play shot by Fisio. It was pretty fast, so he was just unable to save it for LCT. I think that was a net who ended up going for a squishy after I think Tank maybe pressured him into a bump. Scared him into a bump. It is 1-1.
30 seconds left. Might be going to overtime, might not. Fake kickoff coming in from LCT. Ballries looking to make a redirect play, doesn't quite get it. Tank challenges early, not the best touch. Nick Chaotic already up for it and he's gonna get the goal. Should not have challenged there. Definitely should not have challenged there.
That challenge by Tank ended up going 3 rats' way, and I think that's gonna end up this game going 3 rats' way. Unfortunately, but still 15 seconds, you never know what's gonna happen. You saw Justin score the beautiful goal. Game 6.
0 seconds. This is Rocket League. Max looking to own goal, maybe.
No, he's just looking to keep possession, but this
Ball
might
release?
come at a big
Oh.
cost. Look! Ends up scoring.
So now we know who's the Mafia.
Tank makes up for his mistake. Really well placed shot into the bottom left corner. Gives Darkcraft another chance here to take this game off 3 rats. Has anyone taken a game off 3 rats before?
I'm not sure. I haven't actually kept track with 3 rats. over the last winter split. Heck, I've not paid attention to any.
Tank looking to just hold this ball, but unfortunate. It goes to
We go to
overtime,
overtime.
like you predicted. It's Max here
Max
trying to take control of
looking
the
for
ball.
flip
Yes,
reset.
it goes for a bump there.
Good intercept. Tank. Baller race rather. It's gonna go up early. Tank has low boost. Should be enough to save this shot. Chaotic does not have a lot of boost to work with. Does get intercepted. Max. Another possession play. Gets clear ground. Sends it over to Max. Max sends it over back to LCT. LCT might not have the best position. However,
Oh,
Chaotic is there to finish the game. And
that is a very tough loss, in my opinion. I think Darkrift could have played a bit better in overtime. I think that bump or that demo by either Max or LCT on one of the Darkrift members really messed
six,
up the
nine.
rotations.
So we lost. So we lost by 1 goal. A lot of saves coming in from each and every single player in this game.
It's quite a mechanical game. The skill is really high this game. Everyone just showing up, trying to perform their best here. Because both sides know this game means a lot. A win against 3 Rats is a massive confidence boost. And 3 Rats are just trying to hold on to their reputation here of being an undefeated team. Well, in
That's
this
a
best of
2-game
5,
lead.
in this best of 5, 3 Rats do have a 2-game lead. Let's see if there's a reverse sweep incoming by Darkrift. We did predict a 3-2, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We believe in the reverse sweep.
Anyway,
My
VCO
voice
has his
doesn't
ball.
believe in me.
VCO gets his ball. Could have been lucky goal. Really good save by LCT. I think that was a net. Alright, they still have pressure here. Maxiu looking to just keep possession of the ball, but ends up passing to Ficio, who tries to put a shot across, but saved by Chaotic. Really good 55 balleries. Still just staying there, being a menace. Ends up being
And it
ends up going
works.
to the middle. Yeah.
Oh, Fish almost gets a dunk there. Maxi with a good clear. Does get demoed by Tank. Tank, a little bit of confusion. Fizio trying to clear the ball. It's too late. Chaotic almost gets the goal in. Balleries has a chance to make a counter attack. We're looking for a ground pinch. Fizio right there to make the goal 100% certain.
That was really good communication by Balleries' part. He must have conveyed that he had no boost, so Ficio ended up going up for it. Maxi tried to put it under, but Ficio's right there to deal with it. 1 goal up would mean a lot.
We believe.
We believe in the reverse sweep. Kickoff goes 3 Rats way with Maxi on the ball, trying to create
Did you see
something. off
Max
the wall.
flip into the wall just so that
Yeah.
he could get it? My
Just
God.
way that faster.
Yeah.
It's been an awfully mechanical game. Lots of flip resets here and there.
Chaotic. Trying to pass it over to his teammates. LCT. Looking like a passing play. One of the blue team. Fishio. Not the best touch. And almost gets down. LCT. My God. Wow.
Later,
1v1.
I'm not sure. I think your voice is being a bit robotic right now. I don't know if it's just from my side. Anyway, Chaotic trying to build on something here. Ficio takes care of it. Ball is unable to get a really good clear of this. Ball still in middle. Looking to build off something here. Chaotic clears it. Tank passes it to Ficio, but unable to make something. Borries here, trying to salvage something of this play. He does. Passes it to Tank here. Tank looking to try something for Ficio, but they're unable to create something. And here comes 3 Rats on the counter attack. Chaotic passing to Maxi. Maxi trying to put one towards net. Good save by Borries.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Welcome back.
Alright. Yeah. Internet. India. You know how it is.
Well, while you were gone, we had a good chance, but we were unable to create something. And 3 Rats went on the counter attack, and Borries had a really good save. That's all you missed.
Alright.
Talking about attack, 3 Rats have another one here. A bad shot.
Just need to hold on for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That sure is a long time in Rocket League terms.
Doesn't
LCT.
seem like a long time, but it really is.
Chaotic sends it over to LCT. LCT looking to send it center to Max. Bolaris. Good touch. Max with a good save. Is gonna beat Bolaris to that ball. Good wave dash on the ceiling there. LCT sends it, tries to send it center. Is gonna pinch it out of the ceiling. Bolaris reaches that touch. Max looking to make another play. Bit of an ambitious challenge there by Chaotic. Gonna leave LCT all alone in this midfield.
LCD managed to get a really good challenge there. And here's 3 rats on the back foot. LCT is forced to make a really good clear, and he does.
Oh wow.
Really good clear by LCT there. Ball is just putting it to the side, buying his team time and boost probably. Meanwhile, Chaotic gets a really good shot on the top right corner.
A minute and 12 seconds left.
Just gotta hold on for a minute.
Saved.
Balry's looking to pass to Tank, I think, here. And Tank looking to pass back to Balry's. Balry's already up really high for it. Has a flip reset.
Uses it to wave dash back into recoveries. Ficio looking to send it to Bolaris. Bolaris does not have a lot of boost to work with, so it's just gonna go for a steal. LCT gets it over Tank, sends it over to Max. Max is gonna send it over to Chaotic. Good intercept by Ficio.
Well, Tank has the ball here, just trying to build something, but unable. A bad touch. PC already up, beating, I think, Chaotic that was. Chaotic has a shot on net. Tank with a good demo, just trying to mess up rotations of 3 rats, not allow them to build the dangerous offensive attacks that they are. Just have to hold on for another 14 seconds. I think Darkrift has this in a bag, but hopefully I don't jinx it. Chaotic trying to keep possession, but whereas Ficio is just trying to mess everything up for 3 rats. Balry's, I think, just gonna hold on to this flip reset. Chaotic tries to build this attack. I think there's gonna be a last shot by Maxio if Ficio deals with it. Ficio does, and it drops. Really good showing by Darkrift.
That could have been very dangerous.
Good.
That could have been very dangerous that Ficio was able to drop the ball right before Maxio touched it.
But yeah, it's consistently good on the defensive front from Darkrift, fending off the largely dangerous attacks from 3 rats. They have been mighty close to a goal, but has been a really good showing by Darkrift with that PCO goal with Maxo.
Both the teams have equal amount of shots on target and almost equal amounts of saves as well. It's just that who is able to capitalize on that one particular mistake of the enemy.
Well, as you can see, there was only one mistake that previous game, and it ends up being a whole game in a series. Well, small mistakes like this can cost us or can cost them. Hopefully, we can win this game right here and keep the reverse sweep dream alive while the 4th game's underway.
It's not a dream, it's an aim.
It is an aim. Have faith.
Bolaris looking to make a clear. Gets a decent clear. Tank misses the shot. Might have another attempt here. Bolaris, Ficio with the pinch. Gets a lot of time to steal all the boost on the field. LCT, however, doesn't care about that. Gonna go for a double touch here. Bolaris looking for a 50. It's a really good 50 against Chaotic. Max sends it over to LCT. LCT is already up. Beats Ficio. Tank looking to make a slow play. Max not gonna have any of that. Bolaris goes for 50. Could have been dangerous. Bolaris sends it over to Ficio.
The midfield presence by 3 rats has been really good. They've been able to intercept everything that Darkrift's trying to push through them. And I think LCT has been a big part of that midfield along with Maxio. Meanwhile, they managed to clear it, but here LCT is on the case again, trying to just intercept everything. And it's up to Tank to get really good clear. Ends up passing it to Ficio. Ficio just pushing it into the corner, buying time. Maybe getting some kind of attack off. Ball trees, and I think that was LCT with a good 50 there. Ball stays in the same place. Tank getting a double touch on it. Trying to force it into a pass, but unable to do so. And Ficio deals with the clear there. It's up to Tank again to build some kind of attack. Passes it mid.
Might be difficult to read. Ficio, however, manages that with ease. LCT up, goes for a flip reset, almost gets it over. Tank is gonna be enough for Chaotic to score the first goal.
What do you think happened wrong here? It was
Uh,
just
just a
Tank's
mechanical
challenge, I
play from
guess.
LCT. Just a
True.
mechanical play from LCT. You would not expect that 100-0 instead of 50-50.
True.
LCT plays his card in such a way that no amount of force can take the ball to his own half.
The LCT has been really prominent in the midfield and been a very big problem for Dark Rift here. But Dark Rift still trying to power through, trying to push something off midfield, create a chance. They still have a goal to get, keep their reverse sweep dreams alive, or aim alive, as Plato would say.
Fish.
Meanwhile, ball raise with a really good pass to Ficio. But I think Max Chaotic was already in the path to save.
This might be a little bit dangerous. LCT does get a touch. Two people on the ball. Polaris beats Chaotic. However, never mind. He doesn't beat Chaotic. That was totally calculated on their front. Max gets a second goal.
It was just a really bad 50 for Tank to read here, and obviously the
Another
person
hard
who's further
50.
away. Yes. The 50s have been killing us this series, with LCT providing an insane amount. Here he gets a flip reset, decides not to use it, unlike Flader here.
Okay. Okay, dude. Bold of you to assume that I do get flip resets.
Meanwhile, 3 Rats here trying to still keep pressure on the offense, but it's the turn of Dark Rift to get some offensive pressure going, and they do. Tank manages to squeeze one through the midfield of 3 Rats. Ficio with a really good ceiling pass over to Tank. A nice shot.
First goal of the game for Dark Rift. 2 minutes left. We still have a chance to make a comeback.
I believe. We're going to win this game. It's going to go to OT, and we're going to win in OT. Look!
Alright. Alright.
Dreams coming alive, boys. Really good kickoff
Might not even
goal
have to
here.
go to OT with this
Ficio with a
pace.
good neutral kickoff. Sorry, I think Tank with a really good neutral kickoff, and Ficio able to cheat really quickly and tap that one in.
So all the goals that have happened up till now have come down to basic mechanics. You know, you could style all you want, but the goals up till now have been scored because of those 50s and because that kickoff goal.
It all comes down to basic mechanics after all. If you can win 50s consistently, I think you don't need to have advanced mechanics if you can just do the fundamentals right, as someone like Flakes would say. Just
Daddy
don't flip
Flakes.
reset forehead.
Meanwhile, Ficio getting a really good 50 over to pass towards mid, but Maxi deals with it here. And looks like 3 Rats have been playing a bit slower compared to how they were normally. Polaris with a really good 50 here. LCT trying to push on past mid. This has a possibility of going in, but I think it was Tank who was in net. Managed to get a good clear off. Ficio trying to pass to Polaris, but Polaris goes past the ball. He gets a
Polaris
good
with a good
50. This
50
could be a
sends it over to
doomsday here.
Fischio.
It is a doomsday. LCT unable to save the ball.
I expected him to give it to Fischio, but I guess he could see Fischio being demoed in such a situation.
True, that was a really good read. I think he still could have passed to Ficio, but he just styled on 3 Rats, and that's just added bonus.
Added bonus, definitely. One goal
Gonna be
lead.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Twitter field saying I just doomsayed 3 Rats. PC looking to pass the ball. Reese, we have a chance to put this game to bed here. Unfortunately, it has passed the goal.
Polaris
still
looking for a
has the
ground pinch, misses the ball. However, it's not the best catch with Chaotic. Never mind, LCT has a chance to score a double. Good touch by Fischio, gets another one. Sends it over to Polaris. Polaris is going to give it back to Fischio. Polaris looking for a bump, doesn't get it. Tank
Is in a
1v3.
1v2 here. 1v2 here gets bumped,
1v2.
and you just can't do anything there. It's just a sore sight to see.
Tank gets offended,
Left helpless here.
physically abused.
Sent back to the Shadow Realm. The Tank here looking to get this 50. Unable to get that kickoff goal like they did last time. Ficio passing to Paul Reese. Just the
They do
Dark
get-
Dark
they
Rift
do
just
get
trying to
early
keep possession.
possession. Chaotic looking to dribble the entire team. Max. Tank. Chaotic. Ball chasing. Hasn't given one moment of peace.
Oh wait, this could be
And
rap
it's gonna
season
work
here. Oh,
Oh my god.
that That is a costly miss. If they don't win
LCT.
this game, that's a costly miss. LCT trying to create something there, but unable to do so. That was a costly miss. I thought the game was over there. Very good decision by LCT to pass. He had an
But
open
Tank's
net, but
gonna
he
get
chose
that
to pass
touch.
it.
You can't expect Tank to get that touch there. That might just change the shift we have with this game earlier.
Right now, it seems like three rats have been a bit more dominant, but you know, it's Rocket League. Anything can change here in a matter of seconds.
That's alright. Fisher's gonna dribble the entire team here. See, 1, 2.
Passes to ball reese, but unable to get the power required. Tank with
Good
a good
50 by Tank.
challenge. Gets
Gets
a
a
good
bump. This could be
demo.
big. This could be big. LCT with a good clear. Team's gonna be back on his feet. Fisher is gonna dribble
This
the
has a chance.
entire
This has
team.
a chance.
Oh no. Good save by
Oh.
LCT there. Gonna look for
Unlucky
another
not to-
touch. Good whiff. I'm sorry. Did I say good whiff by LCT? Good whiff by LCT.
Stay professional. Stay professional. Tank with a good 50 here. Just looking to get extra pressure. Gets another dunk on Chaotic. Looking for
LCT.
Fisher to challenge. Ops not a challenge. Paul Reese is there.
LCT got that sudden elevation. He's just
Yeah, he saved
jumped
his
at the
flip.
right time.
Yeah. LCD has been a very good backbone support to the Three Rats team here. He has been very annoying in midfield. He's facilitated a lot of their moves here. Baller is looking to just play it out. Maxiu with a missed touch there, which might allow
Tank.
Tank to get there.
Fisher looking to pass it. Baller is not right there. Tank, good clear. Baller sends
pass.
it mid. Fisher. Baller race. It's all about the demos now. Somebody gotta get a demo. Oh,
This is a good attack.
go.
Paul Reese was unable to
Fifth
steal the
game.
boost in the corner. Fifth game. Here we go. Reverse sweep
Scripted.
dream is alive. Good placement by Tank. It's the only place he could place it where Chaotic wouldn't reach. And, well, game 5 overtime, I guess. Soon. Hopefully it doesn't go to overtime and Dark Rift are able to close out the game. See, it doesn't matter if it's a lucky goal. A goal is a goal. I think Flader has...
yeah. Dude, no. I am
Flader's
just,
still here.
I'm
That's
just
good.
hoping.
Just praying.
Yeah,
Meanwhile-
please. Maxiu has left the game. Might be looking for a car change. Hopefully, it's nothing more than that. Funny how all the RLCS titles are on the lower ping side. 8 ping.
Well, game 5 is almost underway here. Just, I think those Maxi still hasn't joined back the lobby. Still waiting on players to join teams here. And hopefully, Dark Rift can win this game. Seems likely. It really does seem like we do have a chance against the quote-unquote undefeated team in Asia. APAC South, I mean.
I mean, this is something that I've been analyzing these past few games. It all comes down to all those basic mechanics, like we said earlier. But this is what consistency is about, Danvit. It's not about wave dashing consistently. It's not about it's about the recoveries. It's about the challenges. It's all about those 50s. You know how Turbo Pulsar is like insulted by his teammates. Insulted is a rather strong word, but you know, called out by his teammates for having the shittiest goals.
Yeah. But it all comes down to basic mechanics at the end of the day.
Exactly. You know, casting at such a high level just goes. You know, when you're casting, you're analyzing the gameplay. You can actually tell. You know, you hear people say that it's about you can hear people say it's about the basic mechanics and all, but nah, you know, you won't believe it. You'll be like, no, bro, we got to flip reset twice or thrice in order to make a goal. Okay, that's how it works.
Flip reset does help as it buys your time, but at the end of the day, if you can't clear hard, if you can't try and win your 50s, if you don't have a good kickoff, there's no way you're making it to this stage.
People try to work on their buffer mechanics a lot more than their core mechanics.
True. That's why you always start with aerial and car control first. Meanwhile, Chaotic trying to get a nasty double tap here. Tank manages to save it. Meanwhile, LCT trying to go back again. Ends up forcing a save out of one of the Darkcraft players and it falls straight for Maxio. Like
Could
I
have been
said,
a bit of 50 there by Tank.
LCT has been a menace this whole series. His midfield presence has been immaculate. He's everywhere on the field. He's annoying.
LCD almost gets another pass there. Chaotic. Ball race.
We're a goal down this game, but what did they say? I forgot what the quote is. Something. Setback is a major step for a
The comeback is
comeback.
always better than the setback. I think better
Yeah,
is might not be
something
the
like that.
yeah.
I mean,
Setback is always
in
stronger than
prime.
the setback.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we're in prime position to take this game back and upset 3 Rats. Ballry is just trying to hang on to possession here. Chaotic just takes a free ball. Ballry is again trying to set it up for his teammates. Tank unable to go for it since LCT is already there. PC trying to buy time, gets a good clear. Meanwhile, demos.
3 minutes left. 1 goal lead for 3 Rats. LCD looking to make it 2 with a pass. Chaotic misreads the play. Balleri's gonna have some time on the field. Sends it back to LCT. Not the best decision there by Balleri's.
Ballry is looking to clear this one out, just trying to buy time. Darkcraft seems to be in a lot of pressure right now, with LCT just being everywhere and Maxu just trying to convert everything that he possibly can. Meanwhile, they get a demo and Maxu converts it. Great demo by LCT. He has been, at least for me, he has been the star player on the 3 Rats roster for me. At least this series.
So
But
it
still,
was
2.5 minutes.
I believe LCT earlier was playing for Pulse.
Yes, I think it was Ballry's, LCT, and Max, or could have been Kier. I'm not quite sure on that.
He has, being in Pulse, you'd expect to have all those mechanics. Pulse, LCT has the mechanics. LCT has all those flashy mechanics, but he also has the main core mechanics down towards the core concepts. He knows how to challenge the ball. He knows when. He knows all the decision-making tactics. He's a once player, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Like Rettel said in his tweet that if you know how to challenge the ball, like his position in an RLCS roster is pretty safe until these hexa flip reset players learn how to challenge the ball properly. So there you go. From a pro player, just saying the most basic of skills gets you to an RLCS roster is a big thing. Meanwhile here, Darkcraft could be able to capitalize here. Ballry's trying to pass to Ficio, but Ficio unable to push that towards net.
Chaotic looking to flop the ball again and again, going for more flicks. Not getting anywhere there, but is gonna get time wasted. Max looking to make another shot. Good. Not the best save by Tank. Could have placed it better. We've talked about this before. Tank can have better positions with his saves. He can place the ball in much better angles for his teammate to get a counter attacks going.
That is a really unfortunate circumstance there. They're pushing it to the top right of the post and just coming out and him just clearing it. They have a chance to just completely get away with this, and I think it's time for Darkcraft to be a little more desperate with their shots, because they need to figure out some kind of attack here. With 30 seconds remaining, they need to enforce it to overtime, which is a pretty big ask against something like a 3 Rats roster here.
Be sure. Oh no. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
That
is sad.
could have been it, but unfortunately, this whole game has been players unable to capitalize on their own attacks and just messing up on defense. But I mean, it was close. We forced them to a game 5.
Yeah, it just wasn't the game 5 that we expected it to be.
Sure, it was a whitewash.
Well, GG's. Great games. Both the teams, however, are gonna be making it to playoffs.
I think Darkrift has another game against Randoms. I think the team called Randoms.
Right.
So hopefully they can sweep that to make up for this game.
Well, I mean, see, we did get to see Game 5, so I'm glad. I'm happy on that front. It wasn't a sweep as we expected.
Yeah, true. We did predict a 3-2, but we predicted 3-2 to Darkrift, obviously. It
Yeah.
was a pretty close game. We got completely wiped the first two games. We managed a good comeback in the third. Like another
And
good comeback in the fourth. It just seems like we've never been able to take the lead against Three Rats, but we're able to come back against them.
and I am
And
definitely sure that when Bolaris, Fisho, and Tank come back to these streams, or maybe look at their replays, they would be able to point out the mistakes, some that even we would have missed. Let's face it, obviously.
I mean,
So
there are a couple of attempts that I think Bolrees or someone like Tank should have been able to do
yeah, the
much better
basic
there. A player
basic
of
things
their skill set.
definitely, but in order to deal with that, you just need to have the right mindset, because people wouldn't these players wouldn't normally do this, right, in their competitive matches, or in their scrim games. But this all comes down to doing this under pressure, so that's what they need to deal with, and that's going to come with experience.
Plus, the game five there just completely forced extra effort from Darkrift there. Because if they won against Three Rats, it would get their what do you say, cement their place in the upper bracket, give them another chance. But I think this just means they're going to go into the lower bracket if we win against randoms. So
Hopefully
hopefully,
so. I mean, I have high hopes. Sure. I do expect Dark Rift to take the win against randoms.
we predicted a 3-0 sweep against randoms since we didn't really know who they are, since they are completely
Yeah, but
random.
again, exactly. That's only why we predicted a 3-0 sweep. Who knows? They might just be hidden, and might be the best players hidden under the shadows. All right, so we're gonna be back in like 15-20 minutes for Dark Rift Esports versus Randoms. Stay tuned.
If I can count on you. If I can count on you.
Hey everyone, this is Yakubo. I'm back since the qualifier, and with me Dhanvit is still present. We have kicked Flader out. He was not casting well, so yep, here we are.
So meanwhile, the first game for the third game has taken place. It's Darkcraft versus Randoms here. Don't really know much information about Randoms, Jacobo, do you?
Neither do I. However, they beat Clovarity, so that's an upset, I would say, considering we don't even know this team.
Yeah, so new information if you haven't seen the other games. Randoms did manage to take the games against Slovarity. It ended up being a 3-2. So this game has a chance of not being a 3-0 sweep for Darkrift, but I have a feeling that Darkrift wants redemption after the 3 Rats game. But meanwhile, saying
Well,
that,
they
Lot
they
has
already
just
scored.
scored. I think that pass was just a bit off as Tank was a little
Yeah,
backwards there.
and they pushed up a little too much, and there was no third man to cover the net.
So I think Darkcraft has their work cut out for them against randoms.
Yeah, they definitely can't take this team easy. They will have to work for their goals and their wins. And there's a good
In
pass, there's a chance for a double, but Tank couldn't quite get there.
Paulry is trying to just pass it to his team there, just pushing it over Ficio. Ends up Tank takes the ball here. Lot just trying to keep possession here, and Sanyo takes it. Meanwhile, Tank has more pressure and ends up being a pass to Polaris.
Ficio pops the ball up, Ballreach tries to make a touch, but Lot intercepts. Now Vapor has the ball. He has to get around one. Ficio challenges well, and Ballreach will clear the ball to the front. And there's a chance for a double tap. Ficio couldn't quite get around the ball. A Tank will put it high, but Lot is there waiting.
Ficio couldn't quite capitalize on the read off the wall there. Meanwhile,
there's-
Ficio does manage to capitalize on this goal right here. So
He
really
wanted to
good.
prove you wrong, and there he
Yeah,
goes.
he did prove me wrong. Really good mechanics to just get around the ball there and just push it into the net, just out of Vapor's contention. So they have managed to claw their way back into this game.
Yup, and tied the score. Now
Yeah.
Tank with the ball. It goes for a air dribble to the backboard. And now Ficio, he 50s it, but there's a good 50 from Vapor. That might. Oh my god, I thought that was going in.
The bad 50 from Ficio that just let a lot of space for randoms here. But Tank trying to make up some kind of play here. Ficio just keeping the pressure on, maybe trying to pass mid.
It's a
I
good
hope
clear.
that Dollaries is still back there. Yeah, he is. Tank just looking to just clear this out of the way. Maybe Dollaries is just trying to push some kind of offense here with zero boost. Does manage to force a shot from Tank there onto goal.
Another
Dollaries
good
trying-
50 by Ballreach. And Ballreach follows it up. Now Ficio won't be able to reach there. Vapor passes it to Sanyo. Sanyo will try to double that. He does, and that's centered. There's a chance, but no one from randoms commit there.
I'm quite surprised no one from randoms committed there. It was a really good pass. And
Indeed, and there were two
Yep.
people. It's not
Yeah.
like there was the third man there.
I think they were just scared of the double commit here and the counter attack later, so they just didn't. But you were right. You really can't underestimate a team like randoms here. They have been playing pretty well this game.
Yup, indeed, they have been going to the 50s and challenging head on to the players like Ficio and Ballreach.
Lot trying to pass it for Vapor there, but Vapor chose not to go for it, so it ended up being a free ball for Tank. Vapor just trying to keep it with him. Manages to do so almost. Bori is getting a 50 that just ends up being neutral there. Sanyo trying to put the ball under Ficio. Tank with a good 50, and Ficio just manages to clear that up. Looking to pass to Bolaris. Bolaris is up. There's a chance to be a goal here, but just hits the crossbar.
Now Vapor couldn't quite get control of the ball, so gives it to Ficio. Ficio hits it to the backboard, and there's a chance for a double, and he scores.
That was a mistake from Sanyo being unable to clear that ball there. I think it was Sanyo on the backboard. It was a pretty
Yup,
hard
indeed.
read, and
It was
they just
definitely a
made the
hard
mistake.
read. Yup.
So Darkrif, after being down for a couple of minutes, after 3.5 minutes, they've managed to take the lead here against a team called Randoms that at least I had no information about. Here, Ball is trying to push the ball to Tank. Tank unable to redirect it as Sanyo blocks it. Picio here.
Yep,
Weird touch, but ends up being a pass for Ball.
and there's a chance our lot intercepts it well. Randoms were the last seed in their group as well, so not even that they had made any names before. So it's quite surprising, but at the same time impressive from Randoms to go pretty deep in their group and possibly like qualify now as well. We would expect them to get in the lower brackets tomorrow, like today itself.
Meanwhile, while you were talking, Balries just gets it past the defender there, pushes it to backdoor, and Tank just finishes it off into the top right corner.
Like that's what you expect from the players like Dark Rift. They are who went toe to toe with three rats. You would expect them to have a clean score sheet, even though they did concede one, because and that shows Random's abilities.
That was part of the reason why I think this series is going to end up being a 3-0 sweep. Is they just want redemption after the game against Three Rats. They just want to prove to everyone that they are good, and given another chance against Three Rats, they will manage to win the series there. Here, just ball is just in the free area here. No one really capitalizing on possession here. It's just back and forth really. No one has having a clear intent. Meanwhile, Tank gets a really good clear, just relieving the pressure of his team here. And Lot gets a really good double tap, but ends up being a pass for Balries. PC trying to capitalize on this, maybe pushing it to a double tap. Lot with a really good, not Lot, Sanyo with a really good save there.
Sanyo.
And Tank just passing back just to keep possession and just
Ball is
cutting
just
this
wasting
game.
time. Yep.
Yeah.
And finishes it off quietly with a 3-1 win and a 1-0 series lead. Dark Rift Esports playing quite as expected, as we would do.
Darkrift did go on the back foot, which is pretty unusual against a team that hasn't been around, I think, for a long time. So going back foot against people that they didn't know about. But they did manage to claw their way back into this game and ended up sealing this game out of reach.
Yep, I
So
would actually say sometimes when you don't face against, you haven't played against a team or scrimmed against them at all, they sometimes take you by surprise. So one goal considered, I can give that up as a pass. But if in these matches again they concede more goals, that might be a concern that they can look into to improve
yeah.
more.
Meanwhile, information from a source by the time this game 2 has started, Clarity ended up forfeiting against Three Rats. So everyone apart from Three Rats, which is Random, Three Rats, and Darkrift, have qualified for the playoff stage here. And it's just Three Rats have won all the 3 games, so they end up going to the upper bracket, whereas Randoms and Darkrift here are in the lower bracket. It's just whoever finishes higher faces a lower seed of another group here. So we're just fighting for seeding here. We have already qualified, but we're still expecting a good show from the Darkrift boys here.
Yep, and not to underestimate the like seeding thing, because it definitely makes a lot of difference. If you get an easier opponent, you secure a top 8 for tomorrow, day 2, and that's definitely something both teams would be wanting. So this is definitely an important match.
Meanwhile, Fisio just trying to keep the pressure up. Tries to go for a shot, but Baljees kind of steals the ball from him here. It was good. I think it was just a miss by Sanyo with a weird
Yep.
touch from Baljees off Fisio's car. They just outplayed Sanyo. It was quite lucky, but we take these goals. Doesn't really matter if it's luck, as long as it's a goal.
Yeah,
Tank with a good 50 here.
and now
Fisio looking to
Fifio's
bounce
up.
on it.
Tank will take some time, gives it to Ballreese. Ballreese with control, good low 50. And there's a chance for Tank. Tank will pop it up high. Will Fisio commit? No, he doesn't, because it's the third man. Good patience from Fisio. Now he pops it up. Is it going in? Wait a minute.
Wow,
Wha-
I think
wha-
that was just a
what happened
huge
to-
rotation mistake by randoms.
Has
I
to
think
be. I
Sanyo
don't
over there
understand.
went for boost. I think, yeah, Sanyo went for boost there and assumed that I think Lot would go for the challenge there, but he didn't.
There definitely was a comms issue in the rotation. They needed to communicate that well, that there
Big
was no third man
communication
covering that.
mishap here, but they still have 3.5 minutes to come back. Meanwhile, Darkcraft has 3.5 minutes to put this game to bed here.
Yep, and so far it's looking good for Dark Rift. Unless this pass goes in, that's a good
Good
save. coming from
positioning by Tank. Just being at the far post there, just being a safety net for the team. Vapor just trying to keep the ball in possession, unable to do so, it just pops the ball up a bit. Meanwhile, Sanyo trying to clear a really good touch there by randoms. Ficio just looking to press the ball down for Boris. What a
It's an
beautiful pass.
excellent passing. There's a
Just
chance for
Boris
Fisio
able to
passes it to
capitalize.
Tank.
Ficio, another
Tank.
pass.
It's great fakes from Tank, wasting precious moments.
It was a good decision by Tank not to shoot it as the player was already in front of him.
Yup,
But
and
a
Tank
beautiful
was.
passes by Ficio. What a
Oh
save by
my
Ficio.
god!
Ficio
Oh
is
my
lights
god!
out in this series. Ficio is absolutely lights out in this series. He's playing out of his mind. Lot trying
And
to push
they
that one
just
in.
can't
Ficio's
go
there
through the
again.
defense. Oh my goodness, that's Ficio's defense and his team's completely blocking the net. And now Baller is up high with trying for a ceiling reset, and he couldn't quite get a contact with the ball there.
Daniel just
But-
trying to push the ball up. Baldry's trying to make something out of this play, unable to do so. Just gives possession back to randoms, and they're just trying to play it slow here. Trying to take it one beat at a time. Just passing into Vapor there. Vapor trying to build something, maybe, but it's taken care of by Baldry's. Baldry's trying to push it mid, unable to do so, leaves it for Ficio. Ficio passing to Baldry's, and I think
and
this is
that
an
might
open
be
net.
it is.
This is an open net.
It's another two, like they committed a lot into the offensive half. The randoms need to keep in mind of the rotation and cover the net, because these
Ra-
kind of players will keep on coming if they don't. Uh, Dark Rift is a much like formidable opponent than Clovarity or other teams that they might have faced. So they will take full advantage of these mistakes.
So it just looked like randoms just got a little bit desperate, them being 2 goals down and only 2 minutes being on the clock. But you just have to maintain your composure there and just trust your tactics here. Meanwhile, Ficio getting a really good clear of the backboard. Baldry's trying to help the clear on. I think this is going to end up passing mid. Baldry's gets another touch to help it towards mid. Tank might have committed a little more than what he would wanted to.
Yeah, and
Baldry's
that's why
trying
he
to
went
push
for
it
a
mid.
low 50 out there, which was risky. And there's a shot, and
That is
that
an unfortunate squishy save, I think.
yep, he went for an in and out save and couldn't quite get contact with the ball.
Unfortunate attempt at the squishy save, him jumping off the roof of the net. Just unable to make a play on the ball there. 4-0. I think this game is comfortably out of reach, and I think you could say that Dark Rift have had 2 games under their belt in this series, and maybe looking to finish this off in the next game. Randoms have been really good on the attacking end, but the defensive end has been quite shambolic, if you ask me. And Ficio just being really annoying in midfield has stopped most of their attacks, along
Indeed,
with
and
Tank being a defensive reliability there.
absolutely, Tanks holding the back pretty well, being patient third man when it comes to players committing into a possible challenge, and making sure there's no counter attack. And meanwhile, Lot tries to slot one in but couldn't quite get it. I'll try to hit it the bottom but couldn't make a contact there.
Here, Ficio just trying to push the ball up, just keep more pressure. They're trying to go for more goals here. And it's a 1v1 between Lot and Baldry's, but Baldry's wins the challenge. Baldry's going for it again, just buying time, just slowing play down. They don't need more goals. They're just trying to force more errors out from randoms here. And Ficio trying to add one more to the tally, unable to do so. Vapor on the backboard, and this game
Vapor
is
with
sealed,
no boost.
so they're just playing to go next here.
Yep,
A really solid showing from Dark Rift, don't you think, Jacobo?
absolutely agreed. Especially after the first goal in the last game, they have completely stepped up their defense as well as their offense, which clearly shows the dominance of Dark Rift Esports.
If only we could get that game 5 against 3 Rats.
Only, yep, that was
If
indeed
only.
close. I hope to like see the same matchup again in a best of 7 in
Hopefully in
day
the
3.
playoffs.
Yep, indeed.
Yes.
Hopefully we see that matchup and hopefully Dark Rift comes out on top there.
Absolutely.
Because it was quite an intense game against 3 Rats, and there were high possibilities of us winning the game, but the game fight just didn't go what viewers would expect game fight to go off.
Yes, indeed. And something I'm really liking about the APAC scene is like last regional, you can see AHA almost making defeating 3 Rats, and AHA this time almost getting swept by another team in their group. So it shows the depth in APAC now, that there are a lot of good teams challenging each other, almost taking the giants down. So really excited with how APAC has been developing over the splits.
Meanwhile, while you were talking, the game 3 has taken place here, and Random just keeping possession of the ball. Tank unable to get a really good challenge there to win the 50. Ficio with a good touch, but ends up being a pass for Randoms, but no one able to capitalize. That seems like the issue with Randoms right here. They are unable to commit more because of their defensive mishaps before by overcommitting. So I feel like they're just shying away from challenges sometimes where they can win, but they've stayed back. But here,
Yep.
PCO is again keeping the pressure, and that just looked like an own goal to me for some reason.
There was a chance here, but Tank really patient and making sure he's covering the net properly. Now Sanyo leaves it for his teammate, but oh my god, both his teammates have committed, and there's a chance for a shot, not quite on target. Lot taking it above Ballrees. Ballrees intercepting anyways, and Sanyo centering the ball, but Tank is there and passing it to Ficio, and Ficio will he get the double tap? Not quite there.
Nice try to get the double tap there. Tank just pushing it to the corner, but a really good clear by Vapor, just relieving the pressure from Randoms. But here, Ballrees again trying to put more pressure on Randoms. A good clear by Ficio, just is buying time.
And there's an
Meanwhile,
open net.
there's a defensive mishap from Tank. It just seemed like he flipped past the ball.
Yep, that's kind of
There was,
unfortunate there.
I think he might have got pumped. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but that's quite unfortunate for Tank being in that position and
Yep,
them getting a
indeed.
goal off this attack.
So they are right now in a game one type situation with randoms getting the lead. But
Yes.
Dark Rip should be able to come back. Let's see how they deal with it.
Vapor trying to salvage something of that clear there. Does manage to do so, but to no regard there.
Ballrees goes
Ballrees
for
with
a
a really
musty.
nice musty pass,
And there's an
and
open
it
net.
works out. Thanks there. Ficio leaves it for Tank as Tank had better positioning there. Scored really nice musty by Ballrees just to beat Lot there on the back.
Indeed.
And it's a quick reply within 15 seconds. Darkwood manages to reply. PCO and Lot for the kickoff. Tank winning the 50.
Now Ballrees will try to intercept, couldn't get it. Now Lot is up, centers it beautifully for his teammates, but they couldn't quite hit the shot there. Nobody was there in the position properly.
That
Now
seems
there's
like
a
the
shot, there's
issue
another
with
chance.
randoms.
Good block from Tank. Yup.
That seems like the issue with randoms. Again and again, they either overcommit or undercommit, if undercommit is a word.
Yeah, I think it's like when they're overcommitting, they're realizing that they should prevent that, and in the process,
Yeah.
both of them are undercommitting to prevent an overcommit, and that's like creating chaos in their defense and as well as offense.
Meanwhile, Ficia just hangs the ball over the crossbar there, but Vapor easily manages to clear that out. Ficia looking to pass to Ballrees. A really good pass, unable to get it because of the 50. Pushes to the side. Tank trying to get a challenge there on Lot, but Lot wins that 50. Still trying to salvage something from there, Lot. Mid Ballrees with a good clear, I think. That's not in. Oh,
That's an
Ficio.
unfortunate read. They had to get that. Otherwise, Ficio is there to hit the
It
shot,
was a
and he
good clear
does.
by Ficio, and he just manages to pounce on the defensive mishaps of, I think, Lot or Sanyo there. And it's just a goal here. And again, in a matter of another minute, Darklift manages to take the lead here.
The Dark
Theseus,
Rift is not really trying to do a lot here. They are just waiting and seeing when randoms are making a mistake, committing too much, and taking full advantage of that. And as you can see, Tank will now pass it to Ball. He's almost getting a
really
goal there.
good save by Vapor there, just flipping across goal. Theseus just trying to play it into his own corner here. Bori is going past the ball. Again, maybe a double commit, but Theseus had to just back the team up there. Ballrees with a clear. Hasn't gone really far, but Ficia is just going to help it on, and that
That's
might
a really
not be
good
in.
shot.
That
That's in.
is in.
That is in.
That
Yep.
is into the bottom left corner. Don't know if Tank actually wanted to place it there, but it goes in. If it goes in, it goes in. Doesn't really matter how.
Indeed. I'm pretty sure he wanted it to go in, so he got what he achieved. Doesn't matter it's bottom left or right when it's that wide open. And that's another shot. Good, good read by Sanyo. Vapor taking it to the center midfield, but The great challenge from Tank and ball raise that read.
This looks like the defensive mistakes by randoms has really been a big help to us, as the offensive just style of Darkrift has just been overpowering over randoms here, and them not being really solid on defense really helps us out with a lot of goals here.
True, that's really true. They need to work on their defense a lot, but I can definitely see them going back to the drawing board and improve from here.
The more better teams we have, just the better quality of entertainment the viewers get here. So
Yeah.
just excited to see what RLCS in the Asia region can turn out in the next year or so. You could see a lot of teams here. I never know.
Indeed. And we might finally see an APAC South team in a major, because last time it was an APAC North. Oh,
Maybe.
and that's a
Meanwhile, Tank
great move.
scores a really slow but an efficient double tap here.
Indeed. Patient use of the boost there to
Really
get.
good pump by Fisi on Sanya, who is going to clear the ball. Like I said, Fisio has been really good in midfield the whole tournament here. Really
Yep.
solid in midfield, just being an annoyance to the other team, just helping shit on.
Yep, and always making the plays for ballers to finish them efficiently. And meanwhile, Tank holding the back, and the teammates could trust him there all the time. And that's really helping them create plays out of even strong opponents like Three Rats.
Meanwhile, Ballry is trying to outplay. Lot misses his challenge. Ballry flicks it above both.
Two players commit for that, but it works out for them.
Like we said, but this has been a really good series for Darkrift. A really good comeback after what we saw happen with Three Rats. It just
Indeed.
led to really good gameplay from Darkrift. Yes, there were defensive mishaps by randoms, but Darkrift Esports manages to pounce on these mistakes and just seal the deal for them. And with this performance, with the 3-0 sweep against randoms here, they have managed to qualify for day 2.
Not quite actually. I believe they'll be playing the lower rounds as well today, and day two will be after that, if I am right. Uh, I can get confirmed by like production, but uh, so
Okay, so I'll just say what your script is basically, and I'll just say there's a tiebreaker, but we won't be streaming that.
yeah, I think so. We will have the lower brackets, but we will not be streaming it in this stream. The lower bracket for round one matches. If we are fortunate, you might be able to catch it up on the mainstream. But other than that, you should be able to get the scores on Wikipedia, and hopefully, and I'm pretty confident we'll be seeing them on day two on the mainstream as well.